Dollar signs in the chat if you want to know where the money at. Dollar signs in the chat if you want to know where the money at. Dollar signs in the chat if you want to know where the money at. I know exactly where the money's at. I'm gonna show it to you right now. That's crazy.
Can I give you alien dome, nigga?
Bitch, what the fuck? The fat niggas linked up with the aliens again. One hit of their intergalactic space goop, and now I'm astral projecting to other galaxies. Ike, where the fuck the Snow Bunny planet? There it is, Snow Bunny Prime. Oh shit, yeah, I could settle down here for a minute. The gravity here, light, but the cheeks, heavy. Snow bunnies grow from trees. They fall like fruit, fully moisturized and emotionally available. They got Whole Foods on every corner, but somehow everything still tastes like soul food. Even the mountains got BBLs. It's like if a snow globe and an OnlyFans mansion shared a uterus. Like a Sephora and a strip club had a baby, and she got her GED and throat chakra alignment.
Can I give you alien dome, nigga? Where's your glorptical? Fat niggas don't have one?
Bitch, what the fuck? I'm out this hole. Next stop, Zibalbulon, the lost planet of the fat nigga Anunnaki. Drop a follow for part 2. Hey, yo, shut the fuck up. It's fat nigga season.
They've definitely changed their software. They're either using Kling 2.1, which I don't think has come out yet, or they're using VO. I think they just switched to VO.
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
I got a commercial coming soon with VO.
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
If I get a fucking moment off, I'll be able to work on it. Anyway, let's talk about this money. It's a lot of money out here to get. It's a lot of money moves being made. I need y'all to keep an eye on this one right here. Circle. Hold on. Give me my view. Give me my view. I don't want all that extra CSS and whatnot. Give me that reader view. Circle is announced an IPO. They're going to price this thing between $24 to $26, valuing the company at $5.4 billion. Ticker is CRCL. Bro, this might be a day one buy for me. Not financial advice, do your own research. They're looking to raise $250 million, and existing investors plan to sell $374 million worth of stock. JP Morgan, Citigroup, and Goldman Sachs are joint lead managers. So I don't know if this is going to tank day one and rebound or what's going to happen, but I'm a day oneer on this. I got to get at $24. I think this is gonna make moves, but not financial advice. Do your own research. I was having some back and forth with somebody today, and I actually want to just go ahead and just dive into that conversation and show you, some line of thought between myself and others, and allow you, just peek into this conversation. Let's see. Let's go to where are we at now? Where did he respond? Oh, all right. Yes. All right. Yeah, we're going to have to talk about this. So sometimes I engage in these finance conversations with people, mostly because I want to learn. I want to know what they know. Right. So like if I'm always afraid of having a blind spot, especially when it comes to technology and the future of finance. I don't want to have any blind spots. Right. So he said something, and I said, with all this said, you believe. Wait, what did he say? OK, let's go to the top. He said this stock may be a good buy, but stablecoins are not the future of transactions. So we have a bunch of back and forths. None of that is actually important. So I asked him, I said, stable coins won't dominate transactions. He says, no, sir. It will be various crypto systems. But I tell you, still invest in that stable stock, but don't bank on any one project at all. This is an ever evolving situation. For example, I remember during COVID, it was revealed how many SC weren't even stable at all. Oh, man. I gotta say he's wrong. I'm willing to bet he's wrong. I'm willing to bet that he's wrong. Okay. Now, before we explain that, if you have stable coins, you can't really make money off of them, right? You can if you stake them, depending on where you stake. It's pretty risky. Could, if they are not solvent, could stand to lose all of your capital. So the next best way is for a stablecoin company to go public, raising money, which would allow them to get more liquidity, buy more assets, treasury notes, et cetera, maybe even just direct dollars, right? Maybe reserves at the Federal Reserve, which is what some institutions are doing, right? Like the joint project between JP Morgan. But when I say stable coins won't dominate transactions, he says, no, sir. And I'm just like, I don't know. I got to disagree. Man. We've got Visa, MasterCard, Capital One, a.k.a. Discover, also known as Discover, American Express, JP Morgan, top 5 banks, Bank of America, Citi, PNC, and then you got the clearing houses all joined together for a stablecoin. You got USDC, you got USDT, you got USD1, Trump stablecoin. You think all these people are hopping in on stablecoins because stablecoins aren't the future? And nobody's talking about it? Now, I could understand if everybody was talking about this, but nobody's talking about it. It's spooky. It is spooky how much people don't understand how financial infrastructure is being changed. Now, he mentions stable coins and the ability for somebody to do forensic analysis on the blockchain to find out how much money you actually hold in your wallet after you do a transaction. And I thought about that, and that's a good point. However, that's not how our transaction is going to be conducted. Okay, stablecoin transactions are going to be 2 options: self-custody or bank custody, right? So self-custody, you're going to be subject to forensic analysis, blockchain forensic analysis. Bank custody is going to encrypt your transactions, and you won't know how much stablecoins I have at the bank. It's going to be it's going to go through some cryptographic technology thingamajiggy stuff, right? And basically what it's going to do, it's going to go from your account, TradFi. It's going to go through the stablecoin, let's call it railway system. And then it's going to pop out on the other side, TradFi. So it's going to go TradFi, DeFi, TradFi. So majority of people will do DeFi transactions with TradFi and never even know it.
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
Whereas he's looking at it like, oh, these people are actually going to hold and do transactions using USDT, USDC, et cetera, et cetera. And I'm like, that's not what I'm talking about.
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
Know Thyself said, what? I'm confusion. Coach Glasgow said they're already doing it with Zelle. Zelle is one of those companies. Zelle is owned by the top major banks, the major bank conglomerate I just mentioned, JP Morgan, Chase, Bank of America. They're all like partners in Zelle. So basically what happens is you have USD in your account, right? United States dollar in your account, traditional finance. Usually it goes through a clearinghouse and they settle the balances at the end of the night, right? So instead, what's going to happen is the transaction is going to be settled immediately on the blockchain, on the ledger. They're going to be settled immediately, which is going to completely transform the financial industry as a whole and how people do business. Anyway. Because if you speed up the transactions, that means capital can move faster. That means more people are going to risk capital. Another story for another day. So what's going to happen is you are going to do a normal transaction. You're going to pull out your debit card. You're going to swipe. When you swipe, that transaction is going to be translated into cryptographic technology. It's going to travel along the blockchain as a stable coin and pop out the other side as a traditional transaction. The middleman will be stablecoin. I've already done a bunch of, we covered this last week, I want to say.
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
Where the article came out. You know what I'm saying? Article came out and said, So, I'm just here to let people know what the future looks like. So when this guy says the future of transactions is not stablecoin, it's kind of like saying Alex Jones never got anything right. That's what he's basically saying, because Alex Jones said we're going to get the chip. We got the chip. Alex Jones said we're going to get a digital form of currency. It's here. Digital dollar, traceable. It's here. It is the stable coin. The stable coin is a central bank digital currency. They call it a synthetic CBDC. So, yes, if you are a good conspiracy theorist, you understand that they want to move all transactions to something that is controllable and traceable so that they can limit or not limit transactions. So they can create geofencing around your transactions. We went over this with my episode with Crypto Blood called in. So, do with this information what you will, but this is the future of finance. And I could be wrong. Maybe there's some other plan that's afoot, but the way I'm looking at the news and I'm seeing, you gotta remember, I'm like one of the few guys that does stable coins every single day. Yes, holding CBDC too long, that could affect you too. Although I don't think they'll pull that immediately. In the first phase, they want adoption. So the first phase of adoption is going to be they want you to hold, and you're going to get an APY. That's for adoption. That's to get everybody to get it. And once you guys got everybody on board, then they're going to start doing those limits. All right. So do with this information what you will. But, over here, we always cover the stable coins. We always cover artificial intelligence. And we always cover them stocks. We got another one. Sharplink Gaming announces a $425 million private placement to initiate an Ethereum treasury strategy. I be finding them gems, boy. Sharplink Gaming has announced a significant $425 million private placement through a PIPE offering, selling approximately 69.1 million shares at $6.15. Consensus Software leads the investment, joined by notable crypto venture firms including Parify Capital, Electric Capital, and Pantera Capital. The company plans to use the proceeds to acquire Ethereum as its primary treasury reserve asset. Upon the offering's closing, expected around May 29th, 2025, Joseph Lubin, Ethereum co-founder and Consensus CEO, will become Sharplink's chairman of the board. Yeah, you'll be able to have more than one account. Oh, man. So this is basically a gaming company. They do mostly gambling. So your what do you call it? The sports book? They do mostly the sports book. What up, Lon? Lon in the house. Okay. Let's take a look at this stock. Do you guys see this right here? Do you see that jump? This stock right here This ticker on this is SBET, SBET. It jumped from $5.83 to $35. God candle. It jumped up to a high of 51. It's settling right now somewhere in the 33 to 35 range. Okay, so not financial advice. Do your own research. Might want to keep an eye on this, but it's also good news for Ethereum investors. If you're an ETH investor, hold on. Just hold on. Times are looking good. Times are looking good for ETH. Okay, shout out to all my ETH investors. You know, I love to keep up with AI. Our boy Sam Altman's back. Sam Altman is opening up shop in South Korea. He's established a legal entity in the country, seeking to further propel adoption to its artificial intelligence technologies. They say that they're opening an office in Seoul in the next coming months, and they're looking to hire staff to support partnerships with companies and policymakers. In a release yesterday, they said South Korea has the largest number of paying ChatGPT subscribers outside of the United States. Now, South Korea will be OpenAI's third office in Asia, following Japan and Singapore. The San Francisco-based company now employs almost 40 people in Japan and a further 20 in Singapore, it said. Do not count Sam Altman out. He's making moves. I got to tell you, man, I think the only reason why people use Grok is because it's right there on X. If you're an X user, you're using Grok, but Grok's nowhere close to the rest of the competition. I'm telling you right now, it's not even close. There is like no integration with Grok almost anywhere. I watched it get removed from different integrations more than added. Okay. So, people on X are like, what's the best AI? Niggas is like, oh, Grok. And it's like, okay, boomer. Like, Grok, if you say Grok is the best AI, you're just a boomer user. You know what I'm saying? Claude 4.0 is out. That Claude 4.0 was a beast, too. We're going to talk about it. Anthropic, yeah, that 4.0. I started using 4.0, so they phased out 3.7 and replaced 3.7 with 4. Anthropic makes Claude. That's their child. Big Bear AI up 21% today. Shout out Doty. So yeah, Anthropic, is doing a great job. Claude 4.0, and a lot of businesses have gone out of business after Google's VO. Nobody's generating videos like Google VO right now until we get what's the name 2.0, 2.1. I said it earlier. Krill? I forget the name of it. I said it earlier. But when that one comes out, it's going to be a race between them and Google VO. In the meantime, consumer confidence in the economy has come into focus. Let's see what CNBC has to say. Kling, thank you, Kling.
Read on consumer confidence from the conference board. On the headline number, we're expecting a number somewhere north of 87. Comes in strong, 98.0. That is the best number since February of this year. Read on
consumer confidence is up. Yo, if you counted Trump out, if you counted Trump's economy out, okay, because of them tariffs, you weren't paying attention. And more importantly, you weren't watching the Grift Report. You were not watching the Grift Report. If you were, you would have understood the plays that were being made. Yeah. Anyway, that's your financial update of the day. I have more for you tomorrow. Shout out to King J. Thank you for the clips.